This is the most unsurprising news update for you guys. Keir Starmer and the Labour Party leadership have been having private meetings, secret meetings, with eco-militant activists, despite Keir Starmer and his team denying those allegations and those links and connections. Surprise, surprise. Do you remember a few weeks ago, Keir Starmer was making another boring speech somewhere in the country, and we had the new Green Deal kids who decided to crash the stage, and they heckled and they loved the attention that they received from the media. And Keir Starmer promised them, he's like, just go over there, we'll talk to you guys in a second. And then they continue to kick off. But then since then, we've discovered that Keir Starmer has been going around denying any connections or any conversations with eco-militant activists, the actual extremists. We're not talking about campaigners for sensible policies or some sort of green lobby. No. These are actual extremists and known to the police. But, well, we discovered something else. So, the Green New Deal, Rising, oh yeah, there's Rising at the end of the name as well. It's such a long name. They obviously staged this protest. Then Fatima Ibrahim, who's a top figure behind the Just Stop Oil style protest group, has said that the protest during Keir Starmer's speech led to them having multiple meetings with senior Labour officials and MPs, despite the embarrassment it caused the party leader. Interesting. Keir Starmer has repeatedly denied Labour links with extremist eco groups, but the revelations of meetings calls that into questions. So, are we going to get any honest response from the Labour leadership on when it comes to the relationship with extremist groups or not? Because so far, absolute silence. The Labour Party, obviously, they send out the spokesperson to just reply saying, we are always very proactive with our discussions. We listen to everybody in the public, but we don't have any links with extremist groups. Yeah, we believe you. Now, despite the humiliation, Fatima Ibrahim told Times Radio that the protest had been an effective way of forcing top-level meetings with the party. She said, "We've also had meetings with senior officials and Labour MPs off the back of that intervention, and so that is just one of the ways that we make our presence known or voices heard, and our agenda heard." Agenda, okay. But it's not the only tactic. Now, she specified one meeting with the Shadow Health Secretary, Wes Streeting, who was very receptive, according to Fatima. So this is why the old saying of we don't negotiate with terrorists, with an extremist, you do not do this. You are encouraging bad behavior. You're going around basically saying, if any extremists put pressure on us and embarrass us on live TV, then we'll just bow down and have a meeting with them. Now, there are a lot of other people who say, well, the whole thing was planned anyway. It was staged and they were always going to have meetings. So it doesn't really matter if it was staged or they caved in, because the outcome either is bad. It's the outcome I care about, not really how the meetings happened. So she also said that one of the things that he communicated to us is that they are really serious about their climate plans, and that no final decision had been made on some of our points around wealth tax, around green jobs, and a national nature service, and ensuring that polluters pay for our transition. And we are looking to have more meetings. Also, they have an idea to go after polluters. Those who pollute will have to pay a fine. You do realize when corporations and everybody go green, and they're still going to be polluters, you know who the polluters are going to be? Oh yes, ordinary people up and down the country. They're going to come after all of you, all of us, when it comes to new taxes, new penalty fines. We've already seen, if you have a car, you have to pay extra taxes, whether it's ULEZ and all the other clean air zones. It's going to be on top of all that, because you are a polluter. You are the devil. And everybody else will become green, political establishment, corporations, all of them. It's now the little people who haven't gone green, and we have to punish them. That's what they think. Now, Christian Calgary of the Express said, so Starmer slams Just Stop Oil, but when an eco group protests his own speech, they win top-level meetings with Labour officials and MPs. Not exactly a strong deterrent, is it? Yeah, absolutely spot on. I mean, what's the point of having political leadership if the leadership is following a loud minority extremists? That's not democracy. That's weak and feeble sheep mentality. Our political figures are sheep. They are not leading, they are puppets. They're controlled. There's absolutely no point in relying on any of them in terms of the mainstream parties. You have a couple of rogue ones in those parties, but they don't have any power. So what's the point? Unless they win power, and they're going to be stopped if they try, then we can't really do anything. Anyway, these are my thoughts. I'm Mahyar Tousi, and we are the media.